Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Recently, I attended a Buddhist seminar. During the Q&A session, a Dharma practitioner from mainland China raised concern about the rising tension between mainland China and Taiwan. She asked the master, how can we get along with the student from Taiwan if a war were to break out? I followed up with a question. If a war actually happens, who would you support, master? And the master replied, I would not support either side. He explained that fighting and violence are fundamentally contradict Buddhist teaching. A core precept of Buddhism is to refrain from harming any living beings, physically or mentally. Instead, Buddhism advocates for a non-violent solution to conflicts. The master's response reminded me of Mahatma Gandhi's stance on pacifism. During the Nazi occupation of Europe, Gandhi wrote an open letter to Britain, urging them to abandon violent resistance and surrender to Hitler peacefully. In his own words, I appeal to every Briton, wherever he may be now, to accept the method of non-violence instead of that of war. If these gentlemen, by the way, he was referring to Nazis, if these gentlemen choose to occupy your home, you will vacate them. If they do not give you free passage out, you will allow yourself, man, woman, and child, to be slaughtered, but you will refuse to owe allegiance to them. It is disheartening that so many churches avoid political discussions and engagement nowadays. Many believe their primary role is to address spiritual and moral issues, steering clear politics to avoid conflicts or offense. We are losing our impact on the world because too many who claim faith in Christ are unwilling to take a stand for the righteousness. We are afraid of speaking out because we may offend brothers or sisters and may hurt their feelings. However, this silence comes at a cost. We do not realize that not discussing politics itself can be very political. Historically, this hesitation to confront divisive issues has led to moral failures. During the 19th centuries, many churches avoided taking a stand against the slavery, fearing it would divide congregation. This inaction, meant to preserve unity, ultimately made themselves complicit in supporting slavery. If you see an adult hitting a child and choose to remain neutral, you are actually helping the adults. In the situations of moral conflicts, there is no middle ground. Recently, the Catholic Archbishop wrote an open letter to American Catholics on the eve of the 2024 presidential election, urging them to vote for the righteousness. In his own word, to abstain from voting would not be morally possible, since in this war, declaring oneself neutral means aligning oneself with the enemy. He emphasized that moral clarity demands action. Many churches today have retreated into an ivory tower, offering lofty teachings, but failing to address the struggle of the community. This disconnect has left Christians isolated, living in a bubble of comfortable beliefs while ignoring the harsh realities around us. Karl Marx famously referred to religion as opium of the people. While I think Christianity is far more than religion, it is a call to bear the cross and follow Christ, to confront the harsh reality. It seems like many have forgotten this. Christ himself, along with prophets and apostles, faced death because they courageously took bold public stand for the righteousness and proclaimed the truth. As Christians, we are called to be the light of the darkness, the salt of the earth. If we fail to address the sinfulness of our culture and confront morality depravity, we become complicit. By staying silent, we betray our calling. We must remember that our faith is not confined to church's Sunday service. It demands action, courage, and the willingness to stand for what is right, even when it is uncomfortable or unpopular.